So today, we have Vincent Keller from the CW's Beauty and the Beast show taking on Scott Mccall from Teen Wolf. Who wins? Let's find out. So, let's talk about strength. Well, while in the military, Vincent Keller was injected with a serum designed to trigger rapid genetic mutations. This made him stronger, faster, better. But when his adrenaline runs high, he turns into the beast and is unable to control his aggression. He easily ripped a car door off, easily broke out of handcuffs, as well as a special titanium restraint designed to hold him. He's bent metal bars, punched through chests, ripped out hearts of other beasts, accidentally broke a guy's neck with a mere shove, damaged a concrete wall, and he even kept a helicopter from taking off with his bare hands. But after becoming a werewolf, Scott has become more and more powerful. As a beta, he was already able to bend metal, rip through handcuffs, and fight against the Kanima and Alpha Werewolves. Only briefly, but he did. As a true alpha, he was able to break metal chains easily, fight against and beat Peter Hell, beat a berserker, overpower a chimera, and rip off his talons, fight against the beast, and even force his way through a wall of mountain ash, which should be impossible for any supernatural creature. But it is likely this was more of sheer will rather than brute force. Anyways, I'd say they're fairly even here. Durability. As a beta, Scott endured being shot with an arrow in the shoulder, being stabbed, and serious gash wounds from alphas. Now, he endured being electrocuted. He took blows from Peter Hell, the Berserker, and a Chimera, and a brutal beatdown from Liam while already weakened. He also has a regenerative healing factor, seeing as he regrew his eyes within moments. But his healing factor is weird. Just like all werewolves in the Teen Wolf series, it's just kind of weird. Like if he's feeling guilty, depressed, etc., then his healing factor slows down significantly to more or less a standstill. But if if he has feelings of hope, love, determination, etc., it speeds up significantly, which is what happened when his eyes regrew. Anyways, Vincent is also very tough. He was able to keep on fighting after taking attacks from other beasts, endured being shot, stabbed, and even got back up after point-blank explosions. Even jumping down from the 47th floor of a skyscraper did nothing to him. He also had a healing factor, healing from a bullet wound after a few hours. Again, I'd say they're fairly even, but Scott's healing factor is better when it's at its best. Now, moving on to speed. Vincent consistently moved at blurring speeds and proved he could dodge bullets at mid to close range and even evade point-blank explosions on multiple occasions. But Scott also proved he could move at blurring speeds, easily outpacing cars, dodging bullets, and he caught an arrow at close range as well. His most utilized physical feature is his speed and agility, as he's a skilled gymnast and acrobat due to his raw athleticism. Raw speed is really close, but Scott has shown to be more acrobatic and parkour. So physically, they're pretty even. Now, I want you to talk briefly about their fighting ability. Not necessarily skill, just their ability. Neither of them are master martial artists with years of training or anything like that. No. But both have advantages when it comes to close quarter fighting. Most werewolves in Teen Wolf use brute force to beat enemies. Scott takes a different approach on this. He uses his reflexes, agility, and just his pure athleticism more often than his brute strength. This style of fighting helps him defend himself while decreasing the force in which he hits the ground and also increasing the force behind his blows. On the other hand, Vincent is an actual trained combatant due to his time in the military and has experience fighting in Afghanistan. He would typically use his skill while fighting other beasts, as it usually gave him an edge over them. They both have highly heightened senses and night vision, as well as razor-sharp claws and fangs. Scott's claws have sliced right through metal like it was nothing. And as an alpha, he has the power to turn any person into his beta with a bite. When Vincent goes into his beast form, he gains his claws and fangs to attack more like a primitive wild animal. And one last thing about both of them. Due to being an alpha werewolf, when Scott transforms, he becomes more like a werewolf than betas do, which is one reason why alphas are stronger than betas. But the more distressed and angered Vincent becomes, the more savage and animalistic he becomes. So, who wins? Well, I believe the biggest thing to talk about here is that Scott has something I like to call Batman syndrome. This means he refuses to kill due to his morality and therefore holds back in every fight he's in. Even when fighting other supernatural creatures, he still just holds back. It's respectable and admirable, but it comes back to bite him in the butt when he's fighting for his life. It's why he loses sometimes. He even lost to his own beta, Liam. Granted, he was weakened and Liam was somewhat amped due to being scared and being angry because he was scared. Whatever. He still should be a lot more powerful than Liam, and he still he almost got beat to death. Okay. He could turn into a big, scary, bad CGI werewolf monster like Peter Hale did in season 1, if he really dropped his morals and became a bloodthirsty killer, but he refuses to do that, so he won't. Vincent really wouldn't stand a chance against that big werewolf monster, but Scott won't do it. Although Vincent isn't like a cold-blooded psycho killer who enjoys killing or anything like that, but he understands that the only way to permanently put down a threat is to kill it, so he doesn't hold back at all. The longer this fight goes, the more it's going to favor Vincent, and without plot armor to save Scott, I'm going to side with Vincent on this one. Scott could definitely win, as he's beaten similar threats. And he is powerful. He is. He's a true alpha for a reason. But it's that morality, that whole I refuse to kill thing that's going to be his downfall here. I'm siding with Vincent, eventually winning. Vincent wins. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all the great stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.